Hi, my name is Terri Sproul and I'd like to welcome you to my studio. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a bleaching technique. So, the first thing you need to do is find a piece of black paper and always test your black paper, your cardstock, with your bleach. And this is just regular household bleach. And test to see what color that paper is going to turn, because all cardstock turns just a little bit different. And I'm going to show you some examples of that. In this one, it turned really white. But check this one out. This one turned brown. And this particular cardstock that we are using today almost gets a purpley tint to it. So test your cardstock and see what color it turns to see what you're going to do. The next thing you need to do is have a nice stamp that has a lot of open space that you can color back in, because that's what we're going to do, is color it back in. This particular stamp is from Stamp Boutique. I love their stamps. It's a great stamp. So we're going to use an embossing powder and some black embossing, embossing ink and black embossing powder. Most of you know how to do this. I do have a video that just talks just about how to do embossing. So I've stamped it. I love these little trays. Some fine embossing, black embossing powder. Put that on there. You're going to tap it off and then you're going to heat it. Most of you know how to do that. So here's one that's already heated for us and ready for us to play with. Next thing I want to show you how to do is how to bleach it. And what's nice about this technique is because it's raised, the embossing powder is raised, the bleach kind of stays in the lines. So you're going to bleach out everything that you want to color in with your colors later on. Also, if there's anything in the piece that you want to keep black, you can use a mask pen. I've showed you guys how to use this before. Just really simply come in and do, like I'm going to do these little dots in this particular image. I'm also going to do a couple of these little triangles in this image. So I will get all those ready and get them ready. They will be masked and they will not take the bleach and turn white. You do want to let that mask pen dry. I do have one here that is dry. I want to show you again that when it's wet it's kind of milky color. When it's dry it turns clear. So go ahead and bleach everything out in here that I want to bleach out. Go right over top of that mask pen. It's not going to hurt anything. That's what's nice about that mask pen, is it will mask the areas that you want to keep all black. And you'll see it start bleaching out. You can probably see it right now because I can. So once I get it all bleached out, and you want to let it sit and dry, and you guys all know the bleach doesn't take long to dry. It doesn't take, just takes a few minutes. The other thing that's nice about it is sometimes you can go back over the areas that you've already bleached out, and it might bleach it out even a little further and give you more, turn it more white. So depending on how far you want that bleach to go. See the difference already? You're probably seeing it on camera. I'm going to pull that off to the side and pull one out here that I started to color. The way I colored this in is I used these twinkling H2Os. I don't know if you've tried these yet. They're a hard ink, I guess is what I want to call them, and you put them on with water. I like to put them all out that I'm going to use in front of me, take the lids off, and I just take my spray bottle and I just spray each of the tops of them. But I do leave a little bit of water to the side for my brush, and then I just pick up the color that you are going to work with of the twinkling H2Os. These are so nice to work with. And just color in the area that you have bleached out already. It gives this great technique. Isn't that just beautiful? This is actually going to be my Christmas card this year. You do want to clean out your brush in between and change to the next color. Isn't that pretty? I love these things. Now I did remember I put the mask pen on here, so I'm going to pull that off. And see how those dots are now still black from the original design? Isn't that cool? And I also put it over here if you remember correctly. So that whole center is going to come out, and it's going to stay black. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm going to make a card out of this. And I don't know about you guys, but I love this metallic paper that you can buy in all the golds and all the different colors. But it's really expensive. So here's a great technique. See how I cut out the center of this? Because you're not going to see the center when I mat this on top of there. And this gets matted on the card. You're not going to see this. So I've saved all that for another card, or I can punch stuff out of this. And I'm just going to glue all that done. And there's my Christmas card this year. Also want to talk about, if you can, find yourself a stamp that matches the stamp you already used, a smaller stamp. And remember to stamp your envelopes also. So now I have a matching envelope. I'll color that in. I have a matching envelope that goes with my stamp. So again, this stamp is also from Stamp Boutique, and it matches perfectly the larger stamp. Isn't that awesome? So remember that next time you buy a stamp. Thank you for visiting me here in my studio. Hope you learned something. Enjoy.